Hi, stream friends. Hello. Hey. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
My name's Phil Kohler. I'm your stream friend. I'd like you to be my stream friend, and I have a few current stream friends with me. Nick, Dr. Evilbones, San Grigoriarth.
Yep.
Hi, Nick.
Hi.
I want to clarify to people that before we started, I did ask Nick how to pronounce his name, and he just blew me off. He thinks it's funny that I can't pronounce his name right. Like he's forcing that. Like he thinks it's funny, or he thinks it's something that he can hold over me as like oh, that asshole Phil never even took the time to learn how to pronounce my name.
Yep. That's damn. You figured it out.
I
I went to the pharmacy earlier today, and the pharmacist pronounced it probably 5 different ways in the span of 3 seconds,
Great. So
and
I'm
none of them were right.
I'm right on.
Yep.
Also joined for the first time ever, brand new stream friend,
Yay!
Kelsey
Yay!
Marquardt. Thank you for joining us, Kelsey.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Kelsey, where can people find you on the internet? Also, I forgot to screen share with you guys. I'm about to do that.
You can find me. I write and edit for nerdybutflirty.com, which is an all-woman run gaming website, and you can find me on Twitter at KelseyR713.
Austin in the chat says, if you know how to pronounce his true name, you'll have power over him. Is that true? Is that how that works?
No. It's not. It's not Rumpelstiltskin. That's for sure.
So let's talk a little bit before we get in. We're gonna play this game, Moebius Empire Rising, which you're seeing. This just came out last week. This is the new game from Pinkerton Road. Pinkerton Road, of course, the studio founded by Jane Jensen, who, if you're an adventure game fan, you may recognize that name. She worked on some of the King's Quest games, and most notably, she is the creative mind behind the Gabriel Knight series, which is a personal favorite of mine. I love the Gabriel Knight games. Because of that, the Pinkerton Road Kickstarter is one of the few Kickstarters that I've contributed to. So here we are. This is the first game to come out of that. Written, designed, produced by Jane Jensen, actually created by Phoenix Online Studios, a developer that has done a lot of adventure games. There's interesting reactions coming out to this game. So, Nick, you haven't played any of this, am I right?
Nope.
I have also not touched it. Kelsey, though, you have actually played it to completion, is that right?
I have. Yes, I did a review of it for Nerdy But Flirty.
So it is on Nerdy But Flirty now. People can go and read the review.
Yes.
There's been very, very interesting mixed reactions. It seems very polarizing. Some people seem to like it quite a bit, and the people who hate it seem to really hate it. The Polygon review is not up yet, but I will say that our reviewer does not like this game very much. Kelsey, you liked it, though.
I did. I took off a letter grade for stuff that happens at the end, but I liked it. It reminded me of, I'm a big adventure game fan anyway, so I might be biased toward the genre, but I liked it. It was good.
Start off in South Africa on this intro comic. I'm not going to read any of this. This art's not terrible for the intro comic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's all right.
I'd read a comic that looked like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be blown away by it, but I would read it.
Right.
So the interesting thing one of the things that I like Jane Jensen stuff for, and I'm curious to see if this game continues. For one thing, she usually has very, kind of fast-paced, witty writing, back and forth between characters. She's also generally pretty good about, she mixes in historical stuff with her adventure games. Is that something that you'd say continues in this, Kelsey?
It's a huge part of what you're going to be doing in this game, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Well, let's get into it. Let's see what happens. I've got subtitles on. I've got everything we need. Let's go. Oh my, real music, real song. starting things off.
Yeah, this is a good song. This was good.
What's the song?
It's a lady singing. I don't remember the name of it, but it's pretty.
I can't remember the name of the band, but it's actually Jane Jensen's daughter fronts this band.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. Nepotism starting off the game.
She's done some songs for a couple other recent Jane Jensen projects. And as much as there are recent Jane Jensen projects, there's not many.
Cognition. Did she sing the songs in Cognition?
She might have. Cognition isn't technically Jane Jensen, but
no.
I think this band, fronted by Jane Jensen's daughter, may have been involved in that.
Yeah, that's probably why it sounded similar. Yeah, Jane just consulted on Cognition.
Yeah, that's right. And Jane Jensen did a game called Gray Matter a few years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I think that has a song by her as well.
Oh, nice. I have Gray Matter, I just haven't played it yet.
Don Beach in the chat says, "What the fuck? I followed you guys for Elder Scrolls, dudes. You followed us for the wrong reason. We don't play just one game. Also, we don't really like Elder Scrolls, so we're probably not going to play it again. Or not anytime soon."
So
KV Zuki in the chat is pointing out the main character's name in this game is Malachi Rector, which is a hell of a name.
Yes.
That is a name.
People in the chat, let me know how the audio levels are. I think they're pretty good because I actually checked beforehand, but you know, just in case. Sinnersex says the music is her daughter and her husband. Her husband did music for Sierra also. Yeah, so Jane and her husband actually met when Jane was creating games for Sierra.
Wait, what did she do for Sierra? Did you cover that already?
That's where the Gabriel Knight games were made.
Oh, right.
Gabriel Knight games were made under Sierra, and also before she made those games, she was involved in a couple of the King's Quest games.
I never played any of her previous. Never played any of the. What did you say, Tex Murphy? Right?
Gabriel Knight. You're on point today. I love the Gabriel Knight games. At some point, I will stream the Gabriel Knight games. They're actually doing so. The next thing that Pinkerton Road is working on is a remake of the first Gabriel Knight.
Oh,
an HD upgrade.
Is that the one with the cat mustache?
That's Gabriel Knight 3. That's the least liked. It's not bad. It's not as bad as people want to say.
It's just become so infamous for that puzzle. I've never even played that game, and I know about the cat mustache puzzle.
Everyone knows about the cat mustache.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got... Great, let's look at our inventory. Prescriptions pills. Immediately. There it is.
I need to
so it's my inventory?
Exactly.
This is my bag, my shoulder bag.
This is secretly the inventory of the person playing the game, so... My wallet, yep.
I keep everything worth knowing on my phone.
Smartphone? Perfect. And extra strength aspirin.
It's not my bag, because if it was, that smartphone would be cracked in like 10 different places.
Ah, cool. So at some point we're going to be able to combine items. Alright, let's... What else do we got going on over here? Some buttons that I can't click, it seems like. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, this is just the options. And it looks like this is your smartphone. So we only have one contact. This is...
I don't need to text him right now.
Don't need to text him right now.
Horrible Femme in the chat says, in some ways, Gabriel Knight 3 is a prequel to McPixel.
Yes, sort of. You know, that's not wrong. I would like to, at some point, play through the whole Gabriel Knight series on here. I will probably wait until the remake of the first one is out. But,
including MacPixel.
3, right? Yeah, of course. Duh. 3 gets a bad rap largely because of that puzzle and a couple of other ones, but I think 3 is actually not that terrible.
Oh, geez. Friar John, we're going to have to fight.
Friar John says adventure games deserve to die. That's mean. Who should we call? Let's type in a number here. What do we... I almost just typed in my number and then realized, like, maybe that's a bad idea?
It's a terrible idea.
Maybe that's a really bad idea? So this is like a smartphone. Oh, this is the hint system. Alright, I'm just looking around, just seeing what we're gonna do. Alright, let's go in, let's play. Sinnersack says Gabriel Knight 3 pulls from the same source material as Da Vinci Code, but vampires, and that is accurate. It's very much the same story Da Vinci Code is telling, but does it better, in my opinion. But I also am biased.
I mean, Da Vinci Code doesn't have any cat mustaches, so that's already a point in Gabriel Knight's favor.
Are you all right? What did the doctors say?
Lots of bruising, but there's no permanent damage. Don't fuss.
Great.
Malachi, you were in the hospital in Spain for a week. A man who
This
evaluates
exposition
antiques
is everything that
for a
was in the
living should
comic
not have to
anyway,
worry about getting
so-
beaten by
It's okay, I
fans.
didn't read the
The
comic.
chest Senor Perez was trying to sell was a fake. It's hardly my fault he took my evaluation badly.
You need to take security on these jobs. Some of these sellers are dangerous people, and you excel at pushing people's buttons.
I'm honest, and that's precisely why my clients hire me. Is there any urgent business?
I have a few things to fill you in on. Let me know when you've had a chance to settle in.
Okay. Okay, so it seems like in this game, from what I can tell so far, is you point and click on things?
Yes.
Talk icon, the operate icon to interact with the world, the eye icon to look at things, the hand icon to pick things up. Alright. This music is good.
The music is very good. And it's dynamic too. It changes with every scene.
My suitcase. I can't forget I have my passport in the pocket.
I should take that passport out.
Like, oh, sorry.
Uber Exploding in the
Guys, my
chat says,
passport
is that
will be-
Dr. House? Is it Lupus? He reminds me a lot of Dr. House. What with the pills and the snarky.
He's supposed to be, so from what I've read about the game, he is supposed to be kind of an asshole, right?
Yes.
My passport.
Very much, actually.
Gretchen's desk is more cosmetic than functional. She does most of her work on a tablet.
Okay. Black cabinet.
That cabinet is worth a bloody fortune. It's utterly unique.
Great.
I have a sneaking suspicion.
I've
Gretchen
never
put
seen
gold and
House.
bronze objects behind her because
That joke
they
is about
bring out her
werewolves, right?
hair.
Yes.
It's like he's always looking for someone to be a
Sometimes
werewolf,
our
but then no one
customers
ever
bring
is.
items for
Yep.
my appraisal.
Yes,
They're kept
that's
tucked away
definitely.
behind the screen, so no one tries to buy them.
Gabriel Knight 2, all about
Is there
werewolves.
anything in the alcove that urgently needs
Man, why
my
haven't I
appraisal?
played that yet?
Not at the
So
moment,
good.
no.
Best
Actually,
FMV game.
I
Sometimes
really shouldn't
when
make fun.
customers bring in items-
Lupus is serious business. I'm sorry.
Is there anything in
Bleeding Heart says, I love his hunched goblin bachelor shoulders. He's dreamy.
A gilded Jerome figurine. Quite rare.
Yeah, Cabanaz says, oh my god, his arms are so small, they only go down to his hips. Guys, listen, it's a medical
All of our
condition. He was
items are
born
one of
with
a
it.
kind and in excellent condition. I do have a reputation to maintain.
So it looks like they do something related to
A
antiques
chinois
here.
clock. They usually don't last long in the store.
Selling antiques.
Gretchen Stern, my shop manager. She's efficient and intelligent, very good at what she does. Unfortunately, she can act overly familiar at times. I don't need mothering, or girlfriending, or anything for that matter.
Alright, well, let's talk to her.
The walking is
We should
not
catch up on
good.
what's been going on while
This.
I was
The animation in
Let's do
general
it.
is a little...
Yeah.
Right now, at this area at least, doesn't look terrible.
No.
But, yeah, the animation is not... The character models, let's say, they look a little like... how do I put that? They look a little 2003?
Umbrella in the chat earlier said the cutscenes make me think of things I made in the movies.
That wasn't the question.
You guys remember the movies?
Supposedly
Yeah.
undiscovered Rembrandt in Rome for Sotheby's.
I remember
and two
ads
pieces
for
in
it.
Egypt for
Yeah.
Rutherford's.
I never
Take
played
them
it though.
both.
Malachi, you just got out of the hospital. You should let your body rest, at least long enough to get used to a time zone.
With the economy in the gutter, there are a lot of desperate people right now. Desperate enough to sell Grandma's Harrington or create a good forgery. I might as well make the money while I can.
You're driving yourself too hard. Your body needs...
What my body needs is no concern
Gross.
of yours.
No. Thanks for reminding me. There
He's a
was
hard-driving
also a
antique
client who
dealer.
called. Something about a government contract.
Living life on the edge.
You said in your email that you've been looking into security options?
I made a list of the reputable security agencies in New York. You should have a bodyguard travel with you. With the money you earn on these assignments, you can afford it.
No, they'd only get in the way and be tiresome. I prefer to travel alone.
Fine. There are other options.
What
What other options do you have for security?
I've been researching security agencies in various international cities. I can set someone up when you travel. Have them meet you at the airport.
I can't trust someone I've just met. How could I be sure they weren't already bought off?
These are reputable agencies. You have to get over your trust issues.
Did I?
Cinerus X says, looking at her tablet here, what kind of tablet charges on the top? So what you're missing, Cinerus X, is it's not that the tablet charges on the top; it's that she holds it upside down. It's like a weird quirk.
No other brilliant ideas about security?
I have a report on where to buy guns in various countries. It's not a very good option, but it's better than going into a bad situation unarmed. And maybe the mere presence of a gun.
What
will
kind of
remind you not
antiques
to
does this
shoot
guy
at
deal
people.
with in?
Gretchen.
Apparently
I
they
mean, give your
cost a lot of money.
fascinating
We know that
opinion
so
quite
far.
So freely.
All right.
And
Maybe we'll
the
try
last
that
job he
next
was
time.
on, he got shot at. That's why she's worried about him.
Oh, okay.
Who is this new
Missed
client?
that part.
He was in the
Amble
hospital,
Dexter,
she said.
452
Yeah.
Central Park West.
I should
Wouldn't
probably.
say what it was about.
Amble
just
Dexter
that
is the
someone
client's
with your
name.
Expertise.
The
I wouldn't
name's
even say what it's
ridiculous.
about, and it's not worth
These
my time
names.
following up.
Well, it is a very
That guy is good at
upstanding
doing
choice,
things
but
with both
do as you
hands.
please.
Malachi Rector, Amble Dexter.
That's all for now.
Very well.
I guess let's go to my office, see if there's anything in there. Whoa. Amble Dexter just sent me a text
How did he
message.
know I was in Manhattan?
Creep.
And how did he get my cell phone number?
I see her in Manhattan.
I don't
Okay.
need to text him right now. I don't need to call him right now.
He won't call him. I'm just going to try and always make him call and text people.
I keep some of my favorite objects in my office. That doesn't mean I wouldn't part with them for the right price.
Ah, see, he's willing to sell anything.
I find it best to have my clients associate me with interesting but unusual finds. The artwork is all chosen for that purpose, and I change it every few months.
Kavanaugh says, Rector, I barely knew her. That's
In case I
We
have
had to get that
visitors,
one out of the way.
As unlikely as that may be. Fine china from the early 19th century.
just looking around. Masks.
Dogon masks from Molly. The couch is for the rare times I have a client visit me here. No, thank you.
I wanted him to take a nap, but he won't do it.
The window faces an alley, such as Manhattan. I keep the blinds drawn. The desk looks good and is functional, but it doesn't.
Was just listening to the stream a little bit to hear the voice acting.
Yeah.
I don't like this guy.
The bleak economy seems to be all
That's
the
fine. I think that's a
newspapers can
fair-
talk about these days.
I think that's fair. VHGS
That's
says, can you
fair.
sext people in this game? Austin says, VHGS, if you sext in the game, you sext in real life.
The bleak economy seems to be all the news.
I mean, I'm always sexting in real life.
So
anyways,
apparently
whatever.
this takes place in a fantasy world where the economy's not doing well? Crazy.
Oh,
I
weird.
I don't
It's a
even
letter
like
from
that's
Mr.
hard to even
Barozzi, an
imagine.
antique dealer in Venice. He has a brilliant eye for interesting pieces. He's a little quaint. He insists on sending snail mail.
Is this like cyberpunk or?
Umbriella says, I'm with you, Nick. This dude seems not rad. Did he end up growing on you, Kelsey?
I'd like to see what Barozzi's
He
found.
did, but
Perhaps I'll be passing through Venice sometime soon.
you know, British accent.
That's it. That's all it takes for you.
it's a factor.
It's not just a British accent. Like, he is smarmy as fuck.
And
He
smarmy,
seems smarmy.
Smarmy can be good.
Whoa, dude,
I like-
what? I just exited this desk. Now he's all popping pills. He's like, I'm gonna get fucked up.
It's automatic. He's gonna do that throughout.
Just whenever he feels like it?
Whenever he needs them, I guess, is the implication.
What? Can we look at the pills? What kind of pills are they?
It just says prescription pills in his thing.
Oh.
You find out later what they're doing for him.
Like it just says,
I need to take
these or I can get in trouble.
Trouble.
So that was
I'm going to go see
really...
Mr. Dexter.
Good. But tell
That
him
was
we
like a
can't travel
Ministry of
anywhere
Silly
for a few
Walks there
weeks.
he was doing for a
Nothing of
second.
the sort.
Good luck.
At one point, I got him to walk backwards into somebody. It was hilarious. I don't know if you'll be able to replicate it, but...
Alright, so this is our map system. We're going to 452 Central Park West to visit our new client.
Do you think he calls his office the rectory?
Ha ha! Yes, probably.
That man is not your average security guard. He looks serious.
What? Not your average security guard. He looks serious. Like, because normally security guards are so silly.
I mean, he's pretty, like, well outfitted there.
Your passport, please, sir.
Austin says, "Oh my God, are they werewolf suppression pills?"
Peter, that must be the logo of this company.
He
or
figured it out.
agency or
Damn
whatever
it.
is.
Whoa. Okay, so this is one of the systems in the game. This is like analysis, right? Malachi can analyze objects. I clicked by accident. Now it's gone. Okay, so you have to figure out what this means. We can assume Starburst means it deals with space, Hollywood, or explosions. Guess I'll go space. Let's say acronym government agency, I guess. Moebius deals with magic.
Magic.
Snakes. Snakes. Definitely snakes.
Magic. What if it's magic snakes? There was no option for that.
What if?
Did I get it wrong?
No, you got it right. If you get it wrong, it yells at you.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't tell you what part you get wrong. So sometimes you have to sit there forever.
This is a government agency that has to do with space. That's what we found out. Oh, I need to show him my passport. Solving puzzles.
Here's my passport.
Welcome, Mr. Rector. You can go through to Mr. Dexter's office.
Tolo
Use the
says
elevator,
lupus
sir.
snakes.
Oh, that
Thank
walk. Yikes. Yikes. Buddy, I don't...
Mr.
Get him a
Rector,
wheelchair or something. Like
what
this
a
guy.
Pleasure to
There we go.
finally meet you. I've heard about your remarkable talents.
Which I presume you'd like to rent in the near future.
Precisely. Please, come in and sit down.
Austin
This
said
is Mr.
kinda into this
Lockhart,
system
my
honestly,
associate.
and then
Mr.
Kelsey, when you
Rector?
explained it, said, never mind, that sounds
Before
terrible.
we discuss the job that
It
we have
it can
in
get
mind,
terrible.
I hope you won't object to a
I like-
simple
I
exercise.
I like it in theory, at
I'm
least.
afraid I left my
It's a
performing
good
mat at
idea.
home.
Please don't
And some of
take
them
it
are
like
fun,
that.
but some of them
I think
are
as a historian, you'll
ridiculous.
find it
So
quite fascinating.
can't wait till we get
I'll
there.
think about it.
What do you think FIDA stands for?
A
They say
couch and
already.
coffee table for
I think it stands for
feminine
fully
intimacy, I suppose.
italicized
Clearly, that's not this one.
technical abstract.
That button operates the doors. I could walk out, but now I'm
Just looking around.
That photograph certainly helps one keep an eye on the big picture. I wonder if that's why Dexter has it there. The flag bears the logo I saw in the lobby with the initials FITA. What does it stand for?
I don't know. What could it stand for?
Dexter has an impressive view.
I just told you.
What could it stand
You
for?
li-
Desk
weren't
is
you
just
listening,
easy
Malachi?
internet
Come on.
access, but it's much like any other beyond that. He keeps it tidy. Amble Dexter.
Oh, good. We get
Appears
to
run
analyze
this place,
Amble
whatever
Dexter.
this place is.
Okay. Sharp gaze. Could mean highly intelligent, angry, or on a stimulant. Jeez. That seems like any of these seem like kind of a leap. to me. I guess we'll go with intelligent. Steady hands. Calm leader, extremely passive, or bored. Okay. Runs agency from wheelchair. Highly determined, sympathy seeker, or is very ill.
What?
Dexter is a highly intelligent and determined man. He appears to be an effective leader. This seems like I'm making some pretty big leaps here. Does
Amble Dexter.
does it seem like leaps to you guys? It seems like leaps
looks
to me.
like the agency
Yeah,
type.
that's.
A
Yeah.
ruthless
I don't know
The-
where he was getting that
Not
stuff.
there's anything
I
wrong
feel
with
like
that.
it's supposed to convey that he is super observant, which is going to come into play in about 3 minutes.
Dexter is
But
the man in charge. I'll address myself to
but yeah,
him.
some of them, especially later, are ridiculous.
I've
Oh
just
my gosh.
been sitting here silently for quite a while now.
Bleeding Heart says, "When I see Fida, all I think is flowers in the attic, and I hope it's not that. I hope this isn't the flowers in the attic agency." That would be a bad agency.
What is this exercise?
That'd be a terrible
you mentioned?
agency.
Take a look at this man. Tell me if he reminds you of any specific person in history.
I read objects, not people. And this
That's
exercise
literally
is
not true.
illogical.
You just read a
Humor
person.
me, please. I've heard you have a photographic memory, and that your knowledge
Maybe he
of
thinks
history
this
is
guy is an
beyond
object.
compare. I'm intrigued.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna look at this folder.
I'm not sure what Dexter hopes. I prefer to work on my phone. I'll scan.
Oh. Giuseppe Montesero.
That sounds like a name someone might actually have. I mean,
That's like a
it's still
legit name, at least.
right.
It's not Amble Dexter. Fuck you, Amble Dexter.
Maybe the A in FIDA stands for Amble.
Giuseppe was a talented Italian artist, became quite a visionary in the field of architecture. Hired by the Vatican to implement his green design on a new building. Known to have many female lovers.
How does this bio know that he didn't love her?
Yeah, that seems... Again, I question that. Bleeding Heart said that dude's an assassin. Okay, let's analyze him, I guess. A talented Italian artist from a young age. Oh, Jesus. This is more about history than I know. It looks like
shoot.
Bernini, probably.
Man, it's
Wait.
too bad. It's too bad Matt.
Or
shit the bed
Raphael.
because-
Raphael?
What I did was I eliminated the
Whoops.
ones that were obviously wrong, and then I went back and eventually once you narrow it down enough, they'll give you a choice of 3 and then you can pick. Tolvo says, "Furry inside topical adaptability. They're a secret organization of werewolves."
Giuseppe became quite a visionary in the field of architecture.
Are you?
Okay, so it's not Frank Lloyd Wright, clearly. Because they have to fit all of these. Okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, it doesn't have to fit all of them, but it does have to fit most.
Has to fit all of them. I don't know, that's all I've got to go off of. Review the data points in grid, then select the picture of the candidate you think is the best match.
Austin says, wait, what is happening? Are you trying to figure out which Renaissance painter he is? What is happening? Is he a time traveler?
Yeah, I'm really
Spoilers,
unclear
yeah.
also.
Well, so the dude just handed me this bio and said, "Hey, figure out if this guy reminds you of anyone in history." Which is a
Oh,
weird,
right.
like,
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's a weird conversation starter.
Yeah.
It's not
think-
the best icebreaker.
I think Janine is right. I think this guy's an assassin. Assassino.
Yay.
Giuseppe Montesero's life is a near-identical match to that of Raphael. Okay.
Is this a joke?
Not at all. What do you see?
His biography reads like that of Raffaello Sanzio d'Urbino, the 15th century painter better known as Raphael.
Actually, Friar John
You do
totally
not disappoint,
guessed
Mr.
that.
Rector. Such a pleasure to finally meet you. Truly, I'm delighted.
Wonderful. Now perhaps we can discuss the job you have for me. I still don't see the point of that exercise. A modern man happens to have a similar life story to a famous painter. What of it?
Indeed, its relevancy to us needn't concern you. All we ask for is your expertise in making the historical connection.
Okay.
Do you have a job for me, Mr. Dexter, or not?
I do. The job is in Venice. A young woman of wealth and high birth was murdered there a week ago. Her name was Bianca Cardolo. I'd like you
Jane
to go
Jensen
to
is better
Venice
at
and investigate
Italian
who she
names than-
was, and do
Yeah,
what you
yes.
just did so magnificently. See if she reminds you of any historical person. That is all.
I don't investigate deaths.
Austin thinks the TA stands for
Looking a
Time
killer,
Agency.
Only the facts of her life. A brief biography, if you will. And for you to document any connections you draw to any figure in history. Perhaps there will be none.
Oh, I hate you,
That's
Norman.
acceptable as well. You get paid 20 to 30,000
Hey, I could be playing that
for
right
your
now.
work for the auction houses. I'll pay you 50.
I can't
It'll
hate you
take
for
no
that.
more than a week. What say you, Mr. Rector?
I guess we should just say that I'm interested, probably.
I might be interested, but first I want to know why you're keen on this particular woman, and what the point is behind these comparisons to people in history.
If you said you're not interested, would it just loop back around like Dragon Warrior style?
I tried it once, and then I was
I'll take the job.
like, it's probably just going to make me do it anyway. Otherwise, the game would end here. So,
Yeah.
The guard in the lobby. He'll give you your plane tickets. And Godspeed. I very much look forward to hearing your report when you return from Venice.
Okay.
I'll forward the relevant information about Bianca Cardolo to your phone.
Very well.
I mean, I guess I'm not Italian, so who knows? Bianca Cardolo might sound just as ridiculous to an Italian as Amble Dexter.
I mean, what I'll say is, like, you know, Gabriel Knight, like, yeah, that's a goofy,
through the
clearly
scanner,
fictional name,
sir.
but it's a cool one.
Right.
Malachi
yeah, like that.
Rector,
Whoa,
look what his,
that
did you see what his knee just did? That was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
he just totally did a rubber leg. Is this guy played by John Cleese? Did John Cleese do his motion capture?
Tilvo says, so how do you get a kill streak in this game?
Also,
Mr.
man,
Dexter
those
said that.
shoulders.
Yes, sir.
Like, those aren't shoulder
Have a good
pads.
trip,
His
sir.
shoulders arc
Thank you.
upwards at the edges.
Austin
Looks
just
like
says,
taking
is
care
he
of
drunk?
everything here. I should head to the airport for my trip to Venice.
He's on the pills.
What if
I missed what he said?
What if
there.
he has no
1,000 more.
bones? And the pills
Oh.
keep him
Oh,
solidified.
what is...
Uh-oh.
I guess I'm gonna run back here and be like, yo, I'm leaving. Yo, heads up, I'm leaving. Later.
I've taken a job for that new client, Amber Dexter.
Icy Overdose is analyzing
God,
our
I'm
man
not
Rector here.
surprised. Well,
His
I'll
posture
hold on
doesn't
to
display
40 Central.
confidence.
Good luck.
He carries himself like a defeated man.
Gretchen,
Yes, Malachi?
did you
That is
give Amber
that is
Dexter
actually
my
really
cell phone
bad
number?
posture.
No. I told him I'd give you his message and that I didn't know when you'd be back in town.
Tilvo says, underneath the suit, you are
I
just
got
a
it from
skeleton.
somewhere.
I was imagining
That's all
some
for
kind
now.
of like
Very well.
bone fiend.
Looks like I've taken care of everything here. I should head to the airport for my trip to Venice.
Austin says, Phil, you need to go to the docks to get the Dord. That's a good callback to film, or to, what is even the name of that dumb game? Something noir, Face Noir.
Oh God.
Ugh,
That was terrible. No.
it's a
I
bad
started
game.
a dossier on
Yeah,
Bianca Cardona
I didn't-
based on the information Dexter sent me. I should start there.
Performing
I should call
monkey
Detective
hat.
Brunetta.
What?
Some of these could have hundreds of matches, but I'm only considering historic people.
Oh, I need... Okay. Wait. How do I get back to my phone? Apparently I'm calling this detective. And it's busy.
Really?
Buongiorno.
Oh,
This
I was
is
gonna
Monica
say.
Oh,
Cardona.
maybe it's
I
not.
need to speak with you about the death
Maybe
of
that was
Bianca
just what
Cardona.
ringing sounds like in Italy.
It's all the canals.
Are phones
Thank you.
busy
I'll see you
anymore?
there.
Is that a thing that
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know that I've heard a busy signal in like
I like that. I like that the name of this place is just Murder Bridge. Hey guys, I'm gonna go to the Murder Bridge.
all right. Murder Bridge is really nice in the fall.
Nicer than you'd think.
The water's so pretty.
That house needs repair. A lot of these Venetian homes have
You know,
been
someone
passed
didn't
down
get
through
murdered here.
generations, and the current owners can't afford the upkeep.
Oh, so this is the Murder
That
Bridge I heard
window
all
looks
about.
directly over the bridge.
Water's got that, nice shade of
Can't reach
crimson.
it. Besides, the door. The veins and arteries of Venice. This canal is one of the smallest.
Austin says, guys, listen, when you visit Venice, you just have to see Murder Bridge. They have a flower... Bleeding Heart says they have a flower market on the Murder Bridge every Saturday morning.
Bianca was hanged from this footbridge. Was it a warning? If so, for whom?
Wow, that reflection. Can I see
Bianca
that?
was hanged from
Ugh,
this footbridge.
gross.
Yeah, that's how reflections work.
Nope.
The reflection is bad, but this water right now is
Police
pretty.
thoroughly swept the bridge for clues. There's nothing I need to access.
Yeah,
on
from
the other
here it
side
looks
of that
alright.
bridge.
It's when it switches that camera angle that
Yes.
it's like, ugh.
Those homes overlook the canal. You'd think there would have been a witness to Bianca's hanging.
Okay, well, let's
That
look at this
must be
guy.
Detective Brunetta. I wonder how Amble Dexter got the Italian police to work with me. There's definitely more to this than Dexter was willing to tell me.
Let's analyze this dumb detective. Red eyes. Allergies, working long hours, little sleep, or stoned. I mean, it literally could be any of these. This is just a guess. Bloated stomach. Stress-induced acid reflux. Just had a huge meal. Drinks beer exclusively. Okay. Smoker. Smokes to avoid eating. Thinks it makes him look sexy. High-stress job. Right. I bet he thinks it makes him look sexy. Addiction to dry cleaning. Brunetta has been a detective for around 20 years. His job is usually stressful, but he has been even more so in the past week. Whoa, look at that. Look at that lady.
What? Hey, lady.
Oh, she's just peeking.
Are you
Taking a
Detective Brunetta?
peek. Taking a peek.
That is correct. Mr. Rector,
Yes.
I've been told to
What is
answer
she
any
doing?
questions you have about the death of Bianca Cardolo.
She's doing the old lady
I can't say I
routine.
understand why.
Well, I'm glad to
Step
know where you
outside,
stand,
cross
Detective.
yourself, and then just
Let's
stand
get
there
started,
awkwardly.
if you don't mind.
Taking a peek.
It's always good to know your source. You won't mind telling me something about yourself?
That
She's
depends on what you want to know.
LARPing Outlast right now.
This is a high-profile case, isn't it? You've been working on it around the clock.
That's right. Never lets you go, a case like this. And what is your stake in it, Rector?
I'm not trying to find her killer. I just need information.
And you're a luckier man than I. But if you mean you'll stay out of my way, then I'm glad for it.
TARDIS Blue asks, do you get scored on the profile you make for people? So yeah, there is a score counter up here. I don't know if it's the profile or if it's like literally everything you need to progress. Like,
I think it's just progress.
so is it like when you finished each chapter, you had the full amount of score? There's not like stuff you missed.
There are
You've
some
been a
things where
detective
you
for a
get
long
more
time,
points for doing one
20
thing than
years
a
at
different
least.
thing.
That's right.
Interesting.
Someone told
But
me
not
about
a whole
your
lot of those. I
experiences
can't remember
on
what I
this.
finished
will
with.
take that as a compliment.
Do you know the Cardolo family personally?
I'm not a part of that high society, even if I had the time to have a social life, which I don't.
Ah, Janine.
You said you were told to answer my questions. Can I ask by whom?
You don't know?
I'm not in the habit of asking questions I know the answer to.
I was told it came from a mayor's office. You were hired by Senor Cardolo, perhaps?
So the mayor's office told this detective to answer all of our questions. So clearly, whoever hired us, or the people in, I forgot the acronym already, FITA, FITA. Clearly, they have they can pull strings.
I can't tell you who hired me.
I see. I suppose I'll just have to keep my guesses to myself.
Tell me about Bianca Cardolo.
She was a popular figure in Venice.
FEMA,
Everyone knew her.
Austin says it's
She was
FEMA.
even named the most beautiful woman in
People
the
in
city
FEMA.
several years ago. The public wants her killer found, and so do I.
Space FEMA.
Tell me about
He
Bianca
kind of
Cardolo's
Malachi
murder.
kind of reminds me of Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh. Same look.
Not
We know
familiar.
she was followed while walking home from a concert. She ran.
He was
The killers
tall and
caught up
had
with her gear while
the same
we're
haircut,
standing.
basically,
They hanged her from
and
this
kind of the
bridge.
same like
Sounds
giant
familiar.
shoulders.
Excuse me, I only
read
play
that much in
adult
the
card
papers.
games like
I can't
Hearthstone.
read your mind, Mr. Ritter. If you have questions, ask them.
I was really
She
into
was walking
Yu-Gi-Oh
home
in
from a
like early
concert
high
alone.
school.
Yes, her husband is a very busy man. As
I only
understand,
play
she often
adult card
attended
games like
artistic events
Pokemon.
without him.
My
Was
deck
she
is
robbed?
somewhere. I have no
Arrested?
idea where, but it
Her
is
purse
somewhere.
went to the canal. We retrieved it. Her money
How
and
many-
credit cards were all
Do you have a
there.
foil
Her
Blue Eyes White
untouched.
Dragon?
No,
That's
my
the-
sister did.
It's the only
Were there
Yu-Gi-Oh
any
card I know.
No one came
Only the
forward,
foil version.
even after Senor Cardolo
Yep.
put out a personal request.
Yeah. Did they make a non-foil? I don't even know what that would be.
Do you have any leads on the killers?
No. If you want my opinion, such as it is, they were professionals. They left no physical evidence on the bridge or on the body. Even the rope was generic.
Tell me about the Cardolo family.
Dante Cardolo, her husband, is extremely wealthy and a very important man in local politics. Well-respected man, for good reason. Her father, Venetian royalty. It would be difficult to find a more distinguished bloodline anywhere in Italy. This crime has all of Venice in shock,
Malachi's
and we
face
have no
went really
leads.
weird there.
We haven't found anyone who would want to hurt her.
And yet,
He was holding
someone
back a
did.
sneeze.
Yes. If you want my opinion, her family had nothing to do with it.
Where
I
are you
mean-
looking at,
That
dude?
begs the question, who did?
He's looking at the audience like, get a load of this guy.
Those are all the questions I have, Detective.
Maybe someday I'll know what this was all about, eh?
I doubt it. Even I don't know what it's all about. But I wish you luck in finding Bianca's killer.
I'll
Oh,
need
the
more
eyes
than
are
wishes.
really killing me.
Arrivederci,
Yeah.
Mr. Rector.
Arrivederci.
I got an achievement for that, I guess. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to this lady. Can you teach me how to peek? Hello?
Pardon, Signora. May I have a word with you?
Yes? What can I do for you?
Why are you going away? Why are you walking away? What are you... Bro, you just got... What are you doing?
He's gotta get into adventure game position.
I guess. This is how we adventure
must own
game.
that rundown house. They're a matched set.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Severe hairstyle. Hides drugs in bun. For sure. Retired teacher?
We lost Kelsey. Her computer just shut down.
This seems like a giant leap. Like, what?
Yeah, what?
Let me look at the others. Touches neck. I guess lost or sold jewelry.
Can't see well. Maybe she's just frugal.
Calloused fingers.
Compulsive finger rubber.
I don't... This is...
What's a dial factory? Like the soap?
I don't... Wait. Yeah.
Did you choose severe hairstyle? Thinks this is sexy?
Yeah, I meant to do... I meant to click on teacher and clicked on that by accident. The Senora is a retired music teacher with money problems. Ugh, that seems like a... That sure seems like a leap.
I'm back.
Hi.
Hi.
It just all of a sudden it said your computer's encountered a problem, and Windows 8 gives you a sad face. It's like, okay.
Oh.
Oh, this lady. All right.
Is this your home, Signora? It's lovely.
Ah, grazie. It's been in my family
I made some
for
real
4 generations.
judgments about this lady that I don't feel good about.
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Malachi Rector.
Buonasera,
Everybody in
signora.
this
I am
game
Catherine
has
Fanoni.
major
Notice
skeletal
that you seem
problems.
nervous, Signora.
You are nervous
It's the
too.
animation
I
in this
speak about
engine.
things
It's like
happening
it's
just
not...
outside your front door. I do not wish to talk about it.
But like, look at the way she's standing. That's not a person. That's like they had an animation rig left over for like a witch from some other game.
J Fabulous says, "What's this game exactly?" And Idiocy Overdose answers, "We're a skeleton hunting time travelers."
Pretty much.
Vorpalfem says, "This game seems kind of super classist based on the idea of being a rich genius who judges people based on how they dress." Yeah, it's a little weird. It's
Yeah.
I would
It's
like
a
to
little
speak
weird.
with you about the murder, Signora.
No, I'm sorry. I won't speak about that. I already said as much to the police.
But I am not the police. You can talk to me.
I don't know you, signore. And it is too terrible to talk
Yeah,
about.
KV Zuki says
No.
she looks like a vulture. I mean,
Thank you
maybe
for
that's...
speaking with me.
It was
I don't
a
know.
pleasure to speak with such a...
Maybe the artists were going for something with that.
Let's see here.
But as soon as I read that, I thought, oh yeah, she kind of looks like the Vulture from
I believe
Spider-Man.
that's a younger photo of Signora Filone, the woman who lives near the site of Bianca's murder. She's wearing a Venetian Murano glass necklace. I don't recall seeing it on her when we met.
Okay.
Future Intelligence
Oh, hey.
Technology Agency.
Oh.
What does that mean? Hey, what on earth? I've never had a page deleted while I was viewing it. Very strange.
Maybe you guys should have deleted that before I found it. Future Intelligence Technology Agency. So there we
Nothing.
go.
That's extremely
I like
odd.
chat
It's an
suggestions
unusual
better.
name, but there's information on everyone on the internet, unless it was intentionally scrubbed.
This antique place.
Mr. Rector, it's a pleasure to
Stan
see
Lee.
you. Welcome back
Yep.
to Venice.
Gotta get that Stan
Thank you,
Lee
Senor
cameo
Rosa.
in. All the Marvel
The
movies.
figurine. Let me know
I
when
actually
you're
I did
ready
a
to see it.
screenshot of him, and one of the developers commented on it and said Excelsior.
It looks like a collapsible pole.
So I
I
think it
guess
was
at least they knew.
Interesting piece.
Yeah.
I don't have a use for a collapsible boat pole at the moment, but if I need one, I know where to find it.
I'm gonna need a collapsible boat pole. This is an adventure game. Idiot.
The soft lighting covers a multitude of
That's
sins.
that's one of the things I did not like is that
Venetian
even if you know as a player that you're gonna need it later, he won't pick it up unless he needs it.
Clearly, I mean, well, there is something about that at least it's like
I've seen
it makes a little
better
more sense.
in art.
Yeah, I know, but I like picking up everything
Yeah.
and then just later using it when I need it. I don't know. I know it's less plausible, but as a player, I like it that style better.
Can you do the lighting thing again? What did he say there exactly? About the soft lighting?
This Venetian necklace looks similar to the one Signore
I
Filoni
wonder if I
wore
should
in
get
her
this
younger
necklace.
days. I think this one is worth a purchase.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy this necklace.
Certainly. Let me get that
Austin,
for
why
you.
do you not like Sherlock Holmes?
Shall I put it on your account?
Please.
There you are.
Austin's
You have a
talking
good
about how much he
eye,
loves
as
the
always,
Mentalist in
Mr.
chat.
Hector.
I haven't seen that yet.
Barozzi is old school, like a lot of antique dealers. He still records his sales on paper. I'm not even interested in the sales records from my own shop. That's why I pay Gretchen.
Austin, I like Sherlock Holmes. Don't be mean to my
I
buddy.
hate lions. Unfortunately, they're very popular in antiques. I never buy or sell any.
How can you hate lions? I don't like this guy.
I agree. That was a point that I was annoyed about. Who doesn't like lions?
So I
You dropped
think,
it. You dropped at least a whole other letter grade for that,
His
right?
desk isn't
Yes.
I think that's
That was why I
something
got
in a beating.
without
I wouldn't
without
have
getting
it in my
spoiling
shop.
it, because I assume it comes up. I think that's something related to his past, right?
Well, actually, we
Uh-oh.
already
Just
looked
said
at it in the
Barozzi.
comic.
I've known
Oh,
for years.
my god, I never
While
realized that
stock
till
is
just now.
usually lower
God
grade,
damn.
He knows when he sees
What-
Oh,
something
right.
significant,
Doesn't like
and he
fucking
calls me.
lions.
What's the deal with it?
His mom got eaten by a lion.
Well,
oh my
there
god.
you go. That's
It's
a.
a protester. They're thick as flies in the city.
What are they protesting? He just said it's a protester. Man, he said that with like just the most disgusted fucking tone too. Like a protester. Really making this guy likable.
Yes, Austin, I did take off exactly 8 points for the lions, but now I feel bad because his mom got eaten by one and I didn't make the connection until just now.
How
I guess
is
that's
the
a good
antique
reason to
business
not
in
like
Venice
lions.
these days?
Yeah, he's forgiven.
Yes. He should probably get over it.
Italy is drowning in debt. And
It's contributing to his current angst.
In all honesty, I have never seen
can't-
conditions so
This guy.
desperate.
I don't know what this guy's voice actually sounds like, but
The rich get richer even in a downturn.
the
Austin
old
says-
You say so.
Austin says,
Italy
"Wait,
was
why did his
about
mom
to
get eaten
collapse.
by a lion?
There are
What?"
terrible days
So,
ahead for
Austin,
everyone.
I don't believe it's as bad as all
it was
that.
in the old Roman
But let's not
Colosseums.
fearmonger.
It was
I'm afraid
before
it is that
Malachi
bad.
Rector time
Unless
traveled
we
to
can
our
find
time.
Some brilliant leadership to steer the world out of this mess. Things look very black.
Well, I hope I am.
But really, I think he and his mom were in Africa, and his mom was having an affair, and the fair guy came and visited her, and then she was outside, and she got eaten by a random lion that was outside.
Oh, so it was poetic justice because she was cheating on him.
I have no idea. I can't remember the comic. That was a long time ago. And by that, I had to. I don't know. It didn't stick in my head. I think he mentions it one other time.
Cinerus X explains because Africa.
Did you know Bianca Condolo?
That's the reason, I
Why,
guess.
yes. That is, I knew who she was. She even came into the shop one time. Her murder is incomprehensible.
I'm looking for information about her.
Austin says,
do
right,
not know
where
her
random lions eat
personally.
adulteresses.
I want to know.
I think they were in the middle of a safari. I don't think it was like a house.
No, the lion just wandered in. You messing around on the side? Alright, I'm gonna eat you.
Tell me about Bianca Condolo's
karma lion.
family.
Well, you know I love Italian history. Her father, Signor Antonio Savoy, is from two of the most noble Italian families, the Savoys and the Capetians. The Savoys, as you know, were the royal family in Italy up until World War II.
Interesting.
I hope we find someone else soon
Bianca
that looks
Cardona's
like
husband.
Sandman.
Dante Cardona.
That would be cool.
You know, he is from the Capetian family, just like Bianca's father. But they are distant cousins. He was very popular in Venice. He could have gone far in politics.
Dr. Octopus.
But his support of the EU
Austin says Carmelion is
has
definitely an
become
apple
very
I'll
angry.
hate in 3
Only
years.
time will tell if his political career survives. If indeed Italy survives.
Thank you for the information.
So we're just getting a lot of info on
Was
the
Bianca
young
Cardona
lady who was
wealthy?
murdered
Oh,
right
yes.
now.
Both her birth family and her husband's family are extremely wealthy. There's no doubt about that.
I see.
It's none of my business, but why are you interested in Bianca Cardolo?
Her story caught my eye, that's all.
I can't blame you. It is a terrible thing. Oh, Mr. Rector, such a crime does nothing to help the city's morale. We could all use some good news, eh?
If you learn anything new
Also,
about Bianca
Stanley
Cardona,
is
please
very,
contact me.
Absolutely.
very
I
negative
would be
about the
happy
future
to.
future of Italy. He does not believe Italy is in a good
I'd
spot.
like to see the figurine you mentioned in your letter.
See, here it is. Take all the time you need.
Seer235 says that torso does not turn the way torsos
I hope
do.
you'll find it to your liking. I know your taste is excellent.
We'll see.
Can I look at it? I want to look closer. Oh, I can. Maybe?
That's all for now.
As you wish.
Can I? Wait. Oh, no. Oh, getting fucked up. Yeah. He just downs them, like, no water, nothing. He's just, like, throws them right back.
Excuse me a
how
second. I
some
just gotta get right.
I should analyze it.
Yeah, I never understood people that could do that.
I can't do that. I need a drink.
I need a
House
drink
does
and
that,
like
so I think
10
it's a-
seconds of. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I said House does that, so I think it's an homage or
Oh,
something.
okay.
But yeah, I agree. Water is.
It takes concentration for me too. Like, I need to think about it for a second.
I'm thinking walrus ivory for this. What do you guys think?
Yeah, the color is the same.
Seems like the one for me.
He's so sad looking. I want to hug him.
This looks like this, I think.
It's okay, little guy.
The figurine's composition and
okay.
detailed crafting are consistent with pieces found in the Lewis Chessman. It is a genuine match for the set. Okay. At least when he's analyzing objects, I feel
Figurine
less
is an
weird
excellent
about
find,
it.
Senor Baruzzi. It's a 20th
Yeah.
century Lewis Chessman piece. The British Museum and the Museum of
'Cause he probably went
Scotland
to
each have
antique
part of the
school.
collection, so we might be able to get them to bid against each other. Marvelous. Can I assume our usual split?
Of course. Oh, that is.
This belongs in a
good news.
museum, but only
Should
for the
I
right
head
price.
to your store in Manhattan?
Please do. Oh, and insure the hell out of it.
Of course. Thank you. I'm not ashamed to say I will be glad for the money.
Okay. Alright, well, let's go give the necklace to that person, I guess. Oh, wait, can I talk to that protester? And be like, yo, what do you... I want to see if he says something really awful to the protester.
Mr. Rector, I'm glad you stopped by.
What?
Someone
I
was here
just
looking
left,
for
bro.
you.
Oh man,
that?
that's
It was
funny.
an Asian
I thought that
woman,
was a conditional. It just
middle-aged.
must be the
She
next
didn't
time you
tell
go
her
to the
name.
thing.
She came in to inquire about you after your last visit. To be honest, I didn't like her
funny.
manner, and I told her I didn't know you. I hope I wasn't wrong.
No,
She must have been
she doesn't
very
sound like anyone
fast.
I know, and I don't care
Yeah,
for
for
people
real.
knowing my business.
Maybe it's the
Let me
protester in
know if she
disguise.
bothers you again.
Of course.
Tolvo says, I've been in so many hospitals in recent years, I can raw swallow 6 pills at once. Big pills, too. You get used to it. 1, Tolvo, I hope you're okay. 2, that's crazy. That's a crazy
Yeah.
skill. Okay, let's
I'm
talk
not interested in hearing about her politics.
Oh, Jesus. That disgust in his voice.
I'm not interested in hearing about her politics.
Her politics. I'm not interested in hearing about the politics of women.
Why do people have to put politics in everything?